Hello, I'm Yogi Stillness, and thank you for joining us. I'll be your guide in today's meditation. Today we'll practice mindfulness to become less reactive and more conscientious. We'll begin by sitting on the floor, a cushion, or in a chair. When you're ready, allow your eyes to close. And let's take 3 deep breaths together. Begin with a slow inhale and hold it for a moment and let it all out. Take an even deeper inhale and pause holding it, and a full exhale. One last full inhale and hold, and a complete exhale, releasing everything. Now allow your breath and body to settle into a place that feels comfortable. When your mind is unsure where to go, return to the neutral space of your breath. As you sit with your breath, notice every thought that materializes. Some thoughts are simple observations, sounds, sights, sensations. Other thoughts are memories or flights of the imagination. Watch all these different thoughts that arise and note which ones are compelling, like the ones that either awaken desire or aversions within you. Notice also those thoughts that evoke little or no reaction. Those thoughts that evoke pleasure or disgust generally linger longer and return more frequently than neutral thoughts. Just notice the quality of those thoughts that insist on being noticed, that awake reactivity inside of you, including feelings of anger, sadness, joy, or nostalgia. Stay with these thoughts, attempting to observe your reactivity. Contemplate how that reactivity affects your experience of the world for a few moments in silence. If your mind has wandered, come back to the breath now. Slow the exhales and inhales down slightly and feel the breath in the body. Whenever a powerful emotion takes more control of your thoughts than you might like, return to the neutral experience of the breath. Through awareness of your reactivity, you can learn how to mindfully contain that energy or even redirect the mind when necessary to something that causes less reaction. Continue reflecting on how your reactions may be able to control you, and reflect on how you might use awareness of those reactions to gain restraint over them as you contemplate in silence. If your mind has drifted off with a lingering thought, return your focus to the balance of the inhale and exhale again. Notice the breath and body moving together. In the movement for India's independence, activists like Gandhi borrowed a Sanskrit word to describe the important quest for self-rule. That word is Swaraj, with Raj meaning to rule, and the Swa meaning oneself. This word works on two different levels, meaning the independence of a group to be the rulers of their community, but also the ability of a person to rule over themselves. To Gandhi, these two concepts were inseparable. In order for India to truly be free, Gandhi argued that it required each individual to work towards Swaraj with their own hearts. Without that work on the individual level, their community itself would be held back. When we are not skillful in recognizing and working with our inner passions and emotions, it can be impossible for us to truly be in control of ourselves or to work with others effectively. If we have no control over our emotions, then we may not have any control over our actions when those emotions are inflamed. This lack of control is the opposite of true independence. If we can be provoked easily by others, that also means that we can be easily controlled by forces outside of ourselves. By making us aware of the connection between what we witness outside of ourselves and how we react within, our mindfulness practice can inspire more freedom to choose our responses instead of merely experiencing them. In time, we can recognize those patterns that are self-defeating, all the places where our instinctive reactions fail to create the outcomes that we have sought. And we can work to gain mastery over these places in ourselves so we can have agency over our decisions. As we do, the cohesion of our home, workplace, community, or even our whole world can start to build. Instead of participating in chains of reactivity that create disharmony, our self-control may actually break the negative cycles in our relationships and change patterns on a larger scale than we could ever realize. Take a deep, slow breath to come back to your body. Now take one last restorative breath in and hold it and let it out. allow your eyes to open. Thank you for showing up for yourself in this practice today. We are so grateful for the opportunity to support you in self-care and look forward to meeting here again tomorrow.